Hi and welcome to Karmaspiritus. My name is T. I'm a psychic, medium, healer and tarot reader. I don't read tarot in the traditional way. I read whatever comes up, the energies that come up and created by the cards. Please receive these messages with love and light. Cross watchers, there may be messages here for you. Please reverse the roles also. This may be about a partner, a loved one, or someone that is close to you and in your energy. I've also using these stones at the moment as well. See what comes up out of these stones. And with that, let's get on with your reading. You may see a little bit of smoke. I've actually got some sage burning at the moment, just to cleanse and freshen the energy. So Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, this is for you. One flicked, but it didn't flip. So again, these readings may be applicable for you for July, or they may be ongoing circumstances and situations that are coming into your life, and there may be messages here that will just support you in your journey. Pisces for July and onwards. Sun, Moon and Rising. For the month of July. Ooh. Ace of Wands. Sorry, it was reversed, so I put it down reversed. Sun, Moon and Rising. Sun, Moon and Rising. For July and onwards, please give me the messages for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'll continue shuffling for a while, see if any more flip out. Using the Gilded Tarot. I do love these cards. The illustrations are amazing and there's just so much that comes out of them. The energies. Right. 10 of Cups reversed. 10 of Cups reversed. I wanted to say 10 of Wands, but we'll see why. 2 more cards for Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for July. This is a reading for the Chariot. Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising. Please give me the energies for this time to support and guide Pisces, Sun, Moon and Rising for July and onwards. Please let me receive the energies, guidance for Pisces. Sorry Pisces, it's taken a while to jump out, but I really feel that they need to. Sun, Moon and Rising for July and onwards. Okay, no jumpers. Right. We have the World upright. Right, let me tune in. see what's going on for you guys. Overall, I don't actually feel like it's a bad message or a negative message, even though some of the cards are reversed. I feel lightness in my heart. I feel happiness. I feel you finally have some direction, Pisces. Everything that you've been through has taught you a lesson. And during this time, these hard times that you've been going through, you've gained strength. And you've gained confidence. And you're going to go forward in a way that suits you, with an energy of truth, which may mean that you no longer take some of the crap that you've been dealing with. You're no longer willing to receive the negative energies that are put upon you within your environment, with your families, in that workplace. You're not having it. That partner, these toxic people and places and situations, you're not going to do this anymore. Pisces, you're a blessed sign, and you do have a lot of problems and troubles in your life. Going forward, I think that's gonna finally start to change. You are a multi-talented, gifted sign, Pisces. From birth, you're born with wisdom. You're caring, you're loving, you're supportive. You're a mother figure, even if you're not a mother. You're the kindest person. You can bite, but ordinarily that's not your style. That's not who you are. That's not how you thrive. The person you are, what gives you energy, that makes you tick, is to be the best person you can be, to please people. But within that, I feel you've taken on too many burdens. Right back from childhood. You're an empath and you feel what other people are going through. You can see right through circumstances, situations, even from very, very young. You knew, you had that gut instinct when things are going to go wrong. When things are not feeling quite right. You feel it. So you've learned to take on so many things. You've got broad shoulders. And even from a young age, you felt so sensitive and feel sorry for people. Try and help them, bend over backwards, do all those things that make them feel better. Play with that person that people are excluding from the group. No matter how odd your friends looked, you could see who that person was inside. And you'd play with them and you'd be there for them. That person that falls in the playground, you'd be the first one to help them, scoop them up off the ground, brush them off, call the teacher to tell them that someone's hurt. Excuse the trains. Go to the medical room with them and sit there for hours on end while they cry. Hug them, encourage them, and make them feel better. And that made you feel good. That makes you feel better than anyone and anything, any experience you can have. As long as you've uplifted someone else, made a difference in their life, helped them, support them, you feel good. Even from a child. But the problem with this is you hurt too when they hurt. When there's that deep gash on their knee, you feel their pain. And you literally go through all the motions with them. You probably even knew that they were going to fall that day, that week, soon. You probably already told them to be careful in the playground, and you don't even know why. But you'll be the first one there when they fall. Constantly keeping an eye on them just to see that they're okay. But one day you fall. You fall, you gash both your knees open. There's so many people playing around you in that playground. It's raining. The teachers have made you go outside in your coats. It's a grey, miserable day. And you knew if you went outside, this was going to happen. But being the good person that you are, and the good school child that you've always been, you decided you'd go out there, you'd play. And now you're hurt. You look around you, there's no one. There's lots of children playing, but there's no one supporting you. All those times you've helped those others, when they're hurting, when someone's bullied them. But when you look around, you can't even get off the ground. There's no one there. But somewhere within you, you find the strength. Strength that you never had before, or never felt that you had, you were capable of. And you pick yourself up off that ground. You dust yourself off. You find a tissue in your pocket that you were saving for that rainy day. That tissue that your parent always told you to have just in case. And because you were such a good child, you listened. You always had that tissue in your pocket just in case. And here it is. Here's the time. So instead of wiping someone else's tears, stopping someone else's wounds from bleeding, you're now helping, loving, supporting, lifting yourself up. And you do it. And actually those cuts on your knees don't even feel as bad as they look. They're gushing with blood, going all the way down your socks, all the way down your uniform. Someone realizes that you're hurt, shouts over to the teacher. The teacher comes over to you, not the child, the teacher. They come and ask you if you're okay. And you say, yes, I'm okay, I'm fine. I've got a tissue here. I'm cleaning up the blood. I'm sorting myself out. And in fact, I know where the medical room is. I know, you stay in the playground. I'll go on my own. The teacher asks you, do you want a friend to come with you? You say, no, I'm fine. You knock on the door. Medical staff's in there. And they're shocked to see the amount of blood that's coming from you. You're not crying. You're just trying to do the best you can with that tissue that's now soaked with blood. You're still mopping. You go in, you sit down, and they start tending to your wounds. You think about all those children in the playground that knew you'd fallen and didn't come to support you, didn't pick you up off the floor, didn't give you their tissue in their pocket. And you said to yourself, fine, I'm bad all by myself. Before that, you would have cried, you'd have sat on the floor in shock, in horror, you'd have waited for someone to come and pick you up, dust you off, help you out. But the wisdom inside you, the strength you have inside you, the endurance, you just went into automatic pilot. Because you are your own healer. You heal others, but you are your own healer. And at that moment, you realized exactly who you are. There's been times of late, it's been tough. You want to go forward. You're not sure how. You feel you need to help, support, guide, lick the wounds of everyone else around you. People that are hurting. But you're suffering inside also. Like those children in the playground. No one's looking to see how you're coping. If you've started a new job and you feel out of your depth, Those people that said, oh yeah, I'll support you, you know, you take this on, you take this promotion, you take this new job, we're counting on you, we know you can do it. Where are they now? They're not around you. And yes, you're sensitive and it's hard. Those family members that said they'd be there when you take this journey, whatever it is. This new life, this new home, this new beginning. They keep asking you how you're progressing, but they're not asking you how you are progressing. How's the house? How's the job? How's the family? How's the baby? How's the new organisation you're in? How is your promotion? But not how are you, Pisces. That person that's there for everyone. What they expect is for you to still be there for them. Every time they come knocking, that word of advice, that money, that time, those resources, your strength of character. They want to brush shoulders with you, get your advice, information, wisdom, guidance. No one's asked how you are. No one's bothered to look at you and see how you're doing or whether they can help you in any way. No one's asked. Because Pisces is the healer of all and every. But Pisces, what about you? I think you realise that you are the source of that power. You are that go-to person. You are very supportive. You lift people's spirits. You make that phone call just when they need it. You take that time out to go and see them, time and time again, even though they pass your house several times a week to go to work. You still make that journey. You're still doing those jobs that you were asked to do before and more, because now you've been promoted. But they'll still expect you, Pisces, to be the mother within that role. Because that's what you've always done. Supported, helped, guided, always been cheery, smile on your face, perfection, you know, in what you do and how you do it. So you're the go-to. How are you feeling about that now, Pisces? When you've got so many things on your plate, when there's so many things up in the air, when there's so many things that you want to do and you're not getting them done? When are you going to start putting yourself first? I know in the last reading, Pisces needed to be grateful for what they have and who they have around them and give thanks. And I think we all do all the time. We always continuously need to be thankful. We do forget, we're only human. But actually, the more you do in this job, in this family, this circumstance, this situation, is the more these people are sucking you dry. Pulling all your resources, your energy, your time, your money, your emotions, everything. Because they're so used to you being so resilient. Resilient is the word. For them, not necessarily for yourself, but for them, being there, being that person, giving them that golden nugget. But I think now you've finally started to realize your own personal power. You're truly now starting to believe in yourself. And if you don't remember who you are, just go back to that time. That time when you helped that person when no one else could. That time when your friend was giving you a load of crap to deal with, but you didn't assassinate their character. You felt sorry for them, and you actually supported them in healing, even though they were being cruel to you. Pisces have a lot of envious people around them, and they really need to be careful who they expel their energy with, on, around. Even your energy, to release that happiness. Because people don't like it, and your light is making their dark look bad. So you need to be around those people that have similar light to you, who can lift you up, who can build your self-esteem, your self-worth, keep you going, keep that fire burning of positivity. You need to eliminate those family, friends, relationships that are no longer serving you. I'm not sure if I said this in your last reading. I'm just reiterating some points that you know. But I feel that you're not going to do that anymore. You don't feel like that desperate, lonely child that's on the floor in the playground and no one's helping you. You're rising up through all of this. Don't let the situations around you in your environment, those negative people, connotations that you get from others, environment at work, don't let it get you down. This is your time. I feel there's fantastic things coming for you, Pisces. Really, really good things. You are extremely resourceful characters. You're creative. You understand. You have an old head on your shoulders. And broad shoulders at that. So all those gifts and all those talents that you have, combine them. Let them be your resource pack. You know, that pack that you put on your back that's got all your provisions on? Literally. Put your flask in. Make sure that water has vitamins and nutrients in it. Take that to work with you. Take it on your journey. Nourish yourself. You know, do these things. Put yourself first. Your health. Your happiness. Because remember, those people, so-called friends and enemies, frenemies, will try and get you down. But I feel you are feeling encouraged by your own, on your own. If you need to be in solitude, you can do it. And you will do it. And you are doing it. It's been a long time since Pisces has been able to feel like this. There's been so many woes, so many issues, so many emotional challenges. But I feel you're conquering those now. You're looking at these other people with all their issues and their isms and their schisms. And you're going, oh right, okay, so you've got low self-worth, so low self-esteem, you've been neglected, you feel there's issues of abandonment, there's all these things. You can see it all. It's very clear to you. And instead of what you usually do, compensate for their behaviour, compensate for their shouting, their embarrassment, how they want to embarrass you, pick holes in you, say things that are hurtful to you, they're bouncing off you now. And in exchange, you're no longer going to give them that energy. You're not going to worry about it. You're going to place it just where it needs to be with them. How can all their issues be yours? They're yours within the partnership. If there's disharmony, of course, you know, look at it, work through it. But when they have disharmony within themselves, they need to look at it. You can tell when it's something to do with you and something to do with them. This is what they came with. And in hindsight, you've always sort of seen this. So you're no longer doing that. And to reserve yourself, you're going to charge forward. No matter how uncomfortable it makes you feel. You may get glimpses of wanting to help, wanting to dive on in there, take their pain away, get your last tissue out of your pocket and stop their wounds from bleeding. You care about them. You're a caring person. You're a healer. These are the things that you do. However, how do you know that person hasn't sat there and brushed themselves on the floor on purpose to make themselves bleed so they can go inside? They can go inside themselves. They're hurting, but they're doing it to themselves. They could have avoided all this. They've been here before. They know they fall easily. Where's your knee pads? Where's your thick trousers, your jeans? No, they wear shorts, short skirt. Why? Because they are planning manipulatively the next move. Before, you were unaware. You didn't know that each time they fell, this is something that they've practiced. This is something that they've done. This is what they purposely do because they're seeking attention and they don't want to feel the pain on their own. There's a purpose to their pain, their wounds. They're keeping them open so they can cry, so they can be upset, that they can be angry and embarrassed about their fall, because they don't want to protect themselves, because they'll have to go through a whole period of looking back at things that have happened. And initially, those falls that they had were not purposely done, but it just kept happening. Kept happening because they were unaware. They didn't have that self-esteem. They didn't have that sense of feeling, that wisdom, that knowledge, the understanding that they could have prevented all this. Their eyes were closed and they kept falling. They don't have that insight and that wisdom that Pisces is born with. And that's fine. Sorry about the trains. Everybody is different. Each to their own. Individual. But at some point, Pisces, the penny's dropped. You've actually realised that they've got so used to falling and you catching them that they continue to do this, even though it hurts, even though they know it affects you because you're an empath, you feel for them. You'll help them mop up the wounds. But this is all superficial. You're never going to be able to help them fully. Why? Because they are not protecting themselves. They're not learning from the last lessons that they had. The last accident, the last incident, the last fall. All they know is that you make them feel better. You are loyal. You are there. You've got their back. You'll have that tissue ready. And probably a couple of plasters by now. You've probably learnt first aid just because of them. But you've decided that since these wounds that they have are continuously being left open, purposely falling, so there'll be another concern, so they don't have to deal with the last one. You've decided your services are unavailable. If they want to prevent these wounds, they have got to get their own tissue out of their pocket, bring some plasters, and learn some first aid. You've known that for a long time. You've actually seen this happen over and over again. But because of who you are, you supported them in the same way, just like the first time, and the second, and the third, and the fourth, and the endless times that these wounds, they left these wounds open. Purposely fell. Because, and if it doesn't heal properly, they can blame you, can't they? It's the plaster that you used. It was a tissue that came out of your pocket. Maybe it wasn't the right one. Maybe it wasn't thick enough. Maybe you should have used the ones that their mum told them about. Well, if their mum told them, why is it they don't know? Why are they still looking at you? Why? Because that healing from within is too much for them. And if you're part of their healing, then when they fall, they can blame you. Yep. See those plasters you used? Should have got some more decent ones. Why didn't you bring the waterproof ones? You know it's raining. You know the blood seeps through. And you know I'm going to rip this plaster off when I go home and it's going to bleed all over again and then I'm going to come back to you. So why haven't you got better plasters? Let me think about this now. Why don't you get your own damn plasters? Why don't you get your own damn first aid kit? And while you're at it, learn some first aid. Pisces is no longer going to take the responsibility of other people's wounds because they have their own. And they're going to go forward and deal with it head on. You're already dealing with them, Pisces. You are strong. For you to keep going through all the stuff that you've been through, you are strong. Don't let anybody tell you any different. When you feel your wounds have healed, maybe you'll be able to assist, support people, maybe, with theirs. Be that healer, but be a strong healer, because you've now dealt with your wounds. You can't keep laying everybody else's worries, problems, issues, dilemmas, situations, conversations on your broad shoulders, because you need those broad shoulders to hold you together, to hold you upright, to encase your heart, to protect yourself. Excuse the trains. And you're going forward now. You realise the qualities in you, the healer in you, the energy that you have. You're humble with it. You're not a show-off. You do things with integrity. But when people piss you off, you are now going to tell them straight. Listen, that fall has nothing to do with me. Where's your plasters? Where's your tissue? You know you fall all the time. Where's your damn tissues? How many plasters have you got? One. How many knees do you have? Yeah, that's what I thought. So where's the ones your mum advised you to get? Oh, so you're not listening to her either? Oh, right. So you want me to do what now? Exactly. Even me saying it, I feel such an energy of empowerment. It's wonderful. And it's here. And you're bad all by yourself. You don't need to feel good through others. You're damn good anyway. That team is nothing without you. That job was made for you. It's got your name all over it. That person is naked without you. There's even a song called Naked Without You. I can't remember who it's by. Just tap it in. Naked Without You. Roachford. Listen to that song. Empower yourself. That's your worth. That's how much you are worth to others. Don't get it twisted. And you can see it all coming. You've been able to see it for a long time. But now, you believe it. You're not going to upset your apple cart. You're not going to upset your team, the organisation, your family, your happy life. Your 2.4, you're going to preserve that because that's for you. You've earned that. You've been there to mop up all these wounds, to help and support and guide and love other people. And you're going to take that energy and you're going to do that for yourself now too. You are of value. You are a valid member of society. You have lots to give. And so much to share with others. So don't use all your resources on that team, on that group, on that person, that friend that keeps bloody calling just because they can't even be bothered to use their brain to work it out for themselves. But they know every time they call, you pick up the phone and give them all the answers. Well, they're going to have to write some stuff down. And let this be the last time they call you for the same damn thing over and over again. Let this be the last time that person falls and looks around for you. Because you've told them, get your tissues, get your plasters, get your first aid kit, and go on a bloody course. No more. Your world is turning. You're on to great things in every area of your life. Abundant. You are beautiful. You are wise. You are so intelligent. You are so psychic. You are guided. You are blessed. You are protected. Now go out there and get what you deserve. Don't let anybody or anything stop you, because you're bad all by yourself. This is you. The whole time it's been you. You're just starting to realize it now. And good on you. You deserve every good thing in life. Everything. You've earned it. And you walk this new life with wisdom, with understanding, with gratitude. Pisces, don't forget to be thankful for what you have. Not everybody can look like you, you know. You look good. And it doesn't take much. That's why your friends are always phoning you for beauty tips and asking you the cream that you wear on your face. You're youthful and playful. Which brings joy, happiness. You have such a warm heart. You're so loving. You are abundant. Don't let these people take away your happiness. You are a happy, loving, joyous person. Shine, Pisces. Shine. This is your time. Now, right now. Do it. I love you. Love you, Pisces. I'm just so happy for you right now. I'm just so happy. Finally, you're here. Take the stage. Go on that platform. You are a winner. All right, Pisces. Please like, share and subscribe. And if you feel that anybody needs this message, they don't need to be Pisces, Sun, Moon or Rising. Sometimes there's messages in there for other people that are around you that need that support, that guidance, that loving word. I do feel this is definitely you, Pisces. But if you feel that someone needs these words of empowerment, please share them. And don't forget, be true, Pisces. To thyself, be true.